Hello viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so the insistence on letter of the unconscious by Jacques Lacan. Introduction. Jacques Lacan is the insistence on the letter of unconscious 1957-58 examines the ways in which the unconscious expresses itself through language. He argues that the unconscious is structured like a language, appearing in slips of the tongue, jokes and dreams and repetitive phrases. The essay emphasizes that the form of language, the later sounds and signifiers, is central understanding and unconscious desire, rather than focusing on only on literal meanings or interpretation. So background, written in the 1950s, part of Lacan is return to Freud, influenced by structural linguistics, particularly Ferdinand de Saussure, and challenges the traditional Freudian psychologies and which emphasized interpretation over the linguistic form, asserts that the unconscious is encoded in language and analysis should focus on the textual and verbal elements rather than just personal biography or meaning. Marks a shift from analyzed centered interpretation to a linguistic text-based approach. So the main thinker Jacques Lacan 1901-1981, trans psychoanalyst and psychiatrist, key figure of the post-structuralist in post-structuralist thought. Okay? Known for integrating linguistics into psychoanalysis and uh, revisiting Freudian theory, develop concepts like the mirror stage and the symbolic imaginary and real and unconscious as structure like a language. Major works include Acreage and Seminar on the four fundamental concepts of psychoanalysis. Okay, emphasize the unconscious. That the unconscious is revealed through words, letter, and signifiers, making language central to psychoanalytic theory. Okay, so key ideas: the unconscious is structured like a language. So the unconscious is organized similarly to language, appearing in slips of the tongue, jokes, dreams, and repetitive speech. It allows hidden desires and conflicts to be expressed through words rather than directly. Okay, so example: saying I hate him when secretly desiring him reveals unconscious desire. Okay, the letter carries meaning. The exact words, letters, or sounds convey unconscious messages, and fonts, rhyme, and repeated sound often reveal hidden thoughts or anxieties. For example, poetry or wordplay exposing the poet's inner worries. Then the Freudian slips and jokes, mistakes, speech, or humor show unconscious thoughts, and behind conscious word slips occur because repressed desires enter language and involuntarily. Okay, for example, saying I will never see her again while secretly wanting to see her. Repetition compulsion. Certain words, phrases, or ideas repeat in dreams, speech, or writing and reflecting persistent unconscious desire that cannot fully emerge consciously. For example, recurring phrase in a diary or repeated dream symbolic symbols indicate unresolved thoughts. Signifier and signified. Word signifiers can exist independently of their literal meaning signified. The structure and form of words often carry unconscious content before meaning is fully understood. For example, fonts or repeated words in literature reveal hidden anxieties or desires. Important terms. So, unconscious is a part of mind and containing repressed desires and conflicts expressed through uh, language, dream slips, and repeated behaviors. For example, a Freudian slip like saying "I hate her" instead of "I love her." Okay, and the later, the word sound and the letter carries unconscious meaning, and the repetition rhymes and the fonts and reveal hidden thoughts. For example, rhymes repeated sound poetry reflecting anxiety and suppressed desire. Signifier a linguistic unit carrying unconscious content and words later and convey hidden desires and even before meaning is unconsciously understood. For example, the word love in a poem revealing unconscious loving of fear. Okay, so that is very important for in your original exam. Okay, so you can watch just and try to capture in your mind. Okay, and repetition compulsion, unconscious desire manifests and repeatedly in speech writing or dreams and signaling unresolved conflicts. For example, recurring dream symbols or repeated phrases in diaries. Symbolic order, the domain of language, law, and social codes that shapes human subjectivity and unconscious expression. Desire is expressed through social and linguistic structure rather than instinct alone. So, for example, grammar or literary shaping how unconscious thoughts appear in text. Important quotation: the unconscious is structured like a language. Okay, that is very important. Then it is a letter and ingest of meaning. Okay, then the signifier is a prior to the signified. Repetition of compulsion and demonstrate persistence and desire. Okay, for example, Freudian sleep saying I hate her instead of I love her. Dreams recurring symbol. Letter poetic rhyme. Okay, then behavior the repeated phrases. So that's it. If you like this video helpful, so make sure like, subscribe and share. That's it.